Welcome to I Need Some Disney, the podcast where we dive into everything Disney, from the parks to the rides to the movies to the shows and everything in between. In this episode, the days are growing shorter and the nights are growing colder, so where not better of a place to spend it than a winter skiing resort themed water park in the middle of Florida. That's right, we are discussing Blizzard Beach. Hey, I'm Blake T. Wild, and I am joined once again by my co-host, Lena.
Hi.
So I figured, since we didn't do anything Christmas-related, really, for this episode, I don't know where I'm going with this, the closest thing I figured we would do, since it's going to be after Christmas when this episode comes out, is talk about Disney's Blizzard Beach water park. Now, the 80s and the 90s was a time of extremes. From BMX to Surge Soda, to the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolving of the Soviet Union. But what was also as ubiquitous of that era? Water parks. Water parks became all the rage, seemingly, and that's why Disney World opened up 2 60-plus acre water parks at Walt Disney World. These are big places.
Very big.
Typhoon Lagoon, of course, and its sister park, Blizzard Beach Water Park, located only 12 minutes from each other on Buena Vista Drive. Typhoon Lagoon was actually the first one, whereas Blizzard Beach came later, but funnily enough, seems like Blizzard Beach had more work put into it. As stated on his website by this man, this is Imagineer... Oh god, what was his name? Marshall Monroe. Blizzard Beach is the brainchild of his. He was the head guy in charge of everything. Also, how funny is it that this is the first time that I have brought up an Imagineer on this episode, on this show, and it's about the guy who made Blizzard Beach, and not somebody majorly important to the company's history. He did work on a fair amount of stuff. He began working at Imagineering in 1986, and one of his first major productions was Captain EO. That weird sci-fi Michael Jackson show that they did. Eventually, he took part in Splash Mountain.
Of course.
Cranium Command, Star Tours, and he had a big hand, apparently, in developing Disney's California Adventure theme park in California.
Makes sense.
What?
They all just have a similar vibe.
That's true. Blizzard Beach is very, very kitschy.
Yeah.
Just like how DCA, Disney California Adventure Theme Park, was when it first opened. Yeah. It looked like a big miniature golf course. But the Blizzard Beach itself opened on April 1st, 1995 as the third Walt Disney water park.
What was the third?
Oh, I wish you hadn't asked me that, because I don't know. I didn't think of looking that up. One's Typhoon Lagoon. The other is this one. Do you have your phone? Can't you go on the Disney World app map and search for it?
Is it in Disney World?
Yeah, it said it was the third Disney World water park. Disney's River Country was the first water park at Walt Disney World Resort.
River Country.
Disney's River Country. Oh, that's the weird, goofy themed one. Oh yeah, I have a discussion about this later. So I did do some research on it, just unknowingly. So Blizzard Beach is a winter-themed water park. Most of the park's attractions are... I don't know why I'm calling it a park. It's not really a park, is it? I guess it's a water park.
Water park, yeah.
Most attractions are found atop Mount Gushmore, an artificial hill with an elevation of 90 feet. Mount Gushmore is then split into 3 colored slopes to aid guests navigating around the park: green, red, and purple. Here's a fun fact about the place. All water areas are heated to approximately 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 degrees Celsius, with the exception of the melting snow in the ice cave. At this point, we should note that neither of us have ever gone to this place before.
I've always wanted to go.
I didn't know about its existence until sometime early in December.
What? I thought I told you about it.
If you did, I forgot. So I think that this is probably the first thing that we've discussed that neither of us have had any interaction with in this series.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But for the majority of this series thus far, these episodes, it's been you who has had all the experience. Dino Land, the other stuff we talked about. Mostly the things that involve Walt Disney World. The main reason that I did want to discuss this is the thing that makes Blizzard Beach so special, which is the theming.
It is cute.
It's very cute, and it's very out there. It's out of the box, if you will.
Yes.
So for anyone unaware, the theming is that it's a melting ski resort, complete with all the ski-themed buildings, lodges, rides, and, like, environmental themings. The beach chair-themed chairlifts that are really fun to see, just going up and down. Pretend snow skis and everything, just littered about. There's, like, snowmobiles. The setting and the atmosphere of the park blend together the tropical landscaping of a horrible swamp in Florida with the melting snow, quote-unquote. But just like all great Disney attractions, Lena,
Yeah.
it has a backstory.
As it should.
And, like all great things that come from Disney, it takes place in January.
Always everything in January.
January 11th, 1997 to be exact, 4 months before Star Wars was released. One balmy day, a freak winter storm developed over the western end of Walt Disney World Resort and covered the area with a thick blanket of powdery white snow. And before you could say hot cocoa, plans were underway for Florida's first ski resort. Ski lifts were put up, toboggan runs were laid down, and an entire resort blossomed around the mountain of snow. Naturally, because of the normal temperatures in Florida, the snow dissipated very quickly, and the snow rapidly turned into slush. This left behind a collection of waterlogged, useless ski jumps and chairlifts. The operators were preparing to cut their losses and walk away. However, they were interrupted by a loud yell coming from the summit of the mountain of melting snow, and they looked up to see a blue alligator sliding down the mountain at top speed. Which is how we get to this little freak.
He's not a freak, he's cute.
His name is Ice Gator.
Ice Gator.
Seemingly that's also his legal name, because all of the Disney wikis and discussions call him Ice like it's his first name.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has his name on his mailbox.
As he should.
Apparently he has a little house. I don't know where that is in the resort, but he has a little alligator house that he lives in, I guess.
You would assume in the kitty place.
I think it is. Yeah, he lives here, too, for some reason. He's their live-in mascot, I suppose. He's also in some way related to Laguna Gator. Laguna Gator is a red alligator wearing board shorts who comes from the neighboring Typhoon Lagoon. Remember we were trying to discuss what that third place was going to be?
Yeah.
This is where that comes in. A third gator for the now closed Disney's River Country was proposed, named Ranger Gator. But, again, it closed in 2001, and is now the site of the new development called Reflections, a Disney Lakeside Lodge Resort. That is going to be built over the husk of the dead Ranger Gator. They shot him down. That's why they didn't have Ranger Gator in the actual park. Is he was much more of a menace than his two cohorts were. Remember that once that urban legend about the kid who got eaten by alligators at like Disney World or something? That was Ranger Gator.
Oh no, poor Ranger Gator.
Poor Ranger Gator, he ate a child! However, unfortunately, there's no other backstory about Ice Gator outside of his origin after he began inhabiting Blizzard Beach and taking up water skiing. Although, apparently he has an unnamed niece who appears as a statue in the kids area. Of all the things I guess they could have elaborated on this blue alligator, the one thing they do is that he has a niece that they haven't named. That's the story of Blizzard Beach, is that Disney was greedy and saw a chance to make money on a Florida-based ski slope, and then it fell apart in their hands, but they were able to win in the end, like capitalism always does. Let's get into the sort of layout of this place. There are slalom... Fuck, I hate saying that word. Slalom courses, bobsled, toboggan runs, which became downhill water slides. That's what those are supposed to be. Toboggan sled places. The creek of melted snow that formed at the base of the mountain became a tube ride. So that's the backstory on that. And the chairlift, of course, carries swimmers now instead of skiers, and the ski jump became the, quote, tallest and fastest water slide in the world. So the green slope attractions all are single this is something I discovered, is that they focus very heavily on the fact that there are races that you can do. So
right.
much so that the description says that the green slope attractions are all single-track water slides not meant for racing. They really bring up the racing element.
Well, obviously you're going there with your family. You're not going alone, so it shows that you can do something together like a ride.
I guess it's just, who thinks let's go to a water park so we can we can race down the slides? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really
Just like
gone to water
going
parks.
to a normal park with, well, that's what happens when you're an only child.
Hey, no need to go after me on this podcast. The Mount Gushmore uppermost part can be accessed via either a large set of stairs or the very quick-moving chairlift. You were freaking out about that in the video
It
we
goes
watched.
way too fast. Like, what? That chairlift, you barely have any time to get off.
Yeah, based on what we saw in the video, the chairlift, it's a chairlift, so it's continuously moving. And it goes pretty quick once it gets to the top, and there's not a lot of land that gives you time to get off, and they very hurriedly, like, all right, lift your feet up, hurry, 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 go, go. It's like everybody riding this is getting deployed as a parachuter on D-Day or something.
That's a little too dark. But yeah, there's not a lot of... You have, like, what? 2 seconds to get off this ride before it turns around and goes off the cliff. That has no guardrail, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
And it's just a straight drop down. So I don't know how no one's ever fallen off this ride.
Surprisingly little amount of incidents that I could find. I didn't really find anything
Nah, they covered it
for
up.
my accidents happen segment of the show. So Summit Plummet is at the peak of the green slope, Mount Gushmore. I hate that.
Gush?
I don't like gush. I
It's
don't.
because gushers were popular around this time.
Here's the thing: I never liked
Gush,
gushers.
Gush, 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 gush.
That's my how like people
I
women hate
only-
moist.
I only liked them because they changed your tongue color.
You can
And
get that
then the
from
more
like any
different
candy.
ones you had, the different the color would be.
Yeah, I imagine it just becomes a sickly,
And then my
off-putting
siblings
color.
and I would see what colors we could change our tongue to.
Yeah, would you try to make it like striped?
Dark blue.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of gush, especially when
Now
with
I want gushers. Gosh dang it.
some of these other terms that they have. Anyway, Summit Plummet is the flagship attraction. It's the big one. It's the crazy one. If you're looking at it on pictures, the way it's designed makes it look like you're just flying off into the open air when you go off this ride. It is 120 feet tall.
No, thank you.
And here's the fun part. It reaches speeds of 60 miles per hour.
No, thank you.
It's the third tallest and fastest free fall slide in the whole world.
No, thank you.
Then there is Teamboat Springs, which is the world's longest family whitewater raft. God damn it.
Whitewater Rapid.
No, whitewater raft ride.
Whitewater Raft Ride.
It's 1,400 feet long, and this attraction sends guests down a twisting series of rushing waterfalls. Classic water park ride. I think it's like supposed to be like it was once a like skiing course or something, so they have like the the flags popping. If you're watching the video, you'll see it on there. Otherwise, just look up, what is this called? Teamboat Springs. Not a great name. Teamboat Springs.
They could have done better.
Yeah, they absolutely could have done better. Come on, Marshall Monroe, who I assume named everything here. The really interesting element of this whole place, I think, is the fact that most of these slides and rides are built over the tree line.
I do not like how high these are. Everything is, like, up.
Well, hey, you can't make the world's longest family whitewater raft ride at 1,400 feet on the ground. You gotta make it above the trees. You gotta make it high up. And finally, the final green slope ride is the Slush Gusher. Hate that name.
Gush the slush.
No, don't say that. This is a 90 feet tall, 250 foot long snowbank mountain gully body slide attraction. What do any of those words mean?
I have no idea.
Mountain?
Well, I know what that word means.
It reaches speeds of 35 miles per hour, or 56 kilometers an hour. And in two places, the slope levels off, only to drop back down again, which is a weird way of saying that there are hills. Or like bumps, I guess. How would you describe that? Yeah, it's just like you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. In the comments, people often say that they got air going on this ride, which is scary.
Well, it depends on where you're getting airtime.
It's when you go over the hill.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to get airtime right there. No, thank you.
Because where else would you get airtime at other than going over these, like, slope hills that raise you up and then you sort of soar over a little bit?
Well, it can't be that much airtime. It's not that big of a jump.
I suppose, but that's still kind of scary if you don't know what's going to happen.
It's probably like...
Or if you're really light like a child.
They probably only went like an inch off the ground.
Oh yeah, this has the super long... Next up is the purple slope. It's nearly identically has 2 tracks for quote-unquote racing, both of which are reached by a boring pathway. Just a couple of stairs, I'd imagine, and a winding path. I would like to see... I wonder what kind of, like... What did the landscaping of this place look like?
What do you mean?
Like, because there's these trees, some of these trees don't look natural to Florida. Like those two over there, these like conifers or something. This includes the downhill double dipper, which is one. Here's another one. This is a world-breaking water park. One of the world's only world's only side-by-side racing tube slide rides. Why is these descriptions like they're written by Dr. Seuss or something?
Maybe.
All these ridiculous words. This attraction's slides are 50 feet high up and 230 feet long, which allow guests to travel at speeds up to 25 miles an hour.
Well, that's not bad.
You'd be fine with that one, but not the other one that goes... how fast did I say 60? Then there is Snowstormers, which is a mat slide, whatever that is, consisting of 3 flumes that are 350 feet long. The attraction sits between the downhill dipper and the toboggan racers on Mount Gushmore. Why do I keep bringing up that fucking mountain? The attraction descends from the top of the mountain and follows a switchback course through ski-type slalom gates. And this is the one where you kind of just lay on your stomach until you slam face first into the pool of water at the end. Toboggan Racers, an 8-lane, 250-foot water slide next to the other rides, of course. The attraction sends guests racing over dips as they descend the slope along the side of Mount Gushmore. There it is again. Guests lie on their stomachs on a toboggan-style mat. That was something you weren't impressed by, right? You didn't like the idea of the laying on your stomach face first on either of these?
I personally never liked doing that, so I guess it's just more personal. I've always liked sitting up, but it looks like they don't let you. It looks like you have to go on your stomach face first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do.
Yeah, so that's what I don't like. I was like, no, can I just lay back, please? I don't want to go head first.
Oh, like lay on... Oh, just
head
lay on your
first
back.
and no helmet? No, thank you.
Yeah, it is shocking, the lack of accidents that I saw on here, but...
I mean, you should be fine. These lanes are long,
yeah.
but...
250 feet long, to be exact.
Yeah. I just don't like that. I don't know. I've never liked going head first.
And finally, we get to the red slope, which, in my opinion, is possibly the worst of all of these. Because this is Runoff Rapids, which is a 600-foot inner tube ride, which features 2 open slides and 1 enclosed tube slide. The description says this attraction sends guests down twisting flumes, passing through corrugated steel pipes and tubes, like it's a good thing.
Yeah, of course that's a good thing.
But this is the least themed of any of these. It's also looks like you're going through the LA River into, like, the culverts.
I mean, I don't think it looks like that, but okay.
In all those videos we watched, it absolutely does. It's just like, it's hard brown gray concrete.
I mean, it just reminded me of mud.
Yeah, you kept going on about the mud thing. Where does...
It's kind of like, obviously, when there's snow, that creates mud. So it kind of fits, because it looks like mud.
I guess so. Is it supposed to be playing up the fact that all the snow melted away even more, I guess?
Yeah, everything's just all muddy. And you're just going down where the trees are. See, there's no snow over there.
I guess this is the section of the place where all the snow dissipated.
It already all melted.
Yeah, I suppose so.
There's no snow over there. Look, it's all green.
Well, yeah, but it's also just the area of the park where nobody really goes because it's just this ride.
Exactly, because there's no snow.
This is another one that's built over the tree line, if you'll notice from this photo.
I would not go on this just because of how it's, like, in the trees.
That's all of the...
Unless I had a few drinks, then maybe I wouldn't care.
Oh, and there's also, the, what's it called? The lazy river sort of crosses by here. Cross Country Creek, a 3,000-foot lazy river that travels around the perimeter of the water park.
The lazy river looks nice, but when we were watching the walkthrough, like, I get it, but there's so many lifeguards.
Oh, yeah, there's
There's
ton.
lifeguards all over the place, which makes sense because, like, with lazy rivers, there's a lot of corners and everything. So they have to be able to see you guys at all corners, all edges. But I don't know. It was just like, I don't think I'd be able to relax because there would constantly be someone...
These, like, guards watching over you?
Yeah, guards watching over you.
You can't relax because there's people here to ensure your safety?
Yeah. Like, I'm obviously not drowning. Stop looking at me.
So this attraction, is it really an attraction? This lazy river carries guests through a fake ice cave, and once inside the cave, you can be splashed with melting ice from overhead. So much for relaxing once you get to the ice cave, I guess. And you can pick up tubes or leave them behind wherever you go. So any photos, any videos you see of this lazy river, it is just chock full of the blue snowflake-themed inner tubes. There's also Melt Away Bay, which is the wave pool, a 1-acre wave pool at the base of Mount Gushmore. Not as intense as the wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, I want to go there. Even though I would probably drown.
It's not a big wave pool.
It's a little wave.
Like, it's enough to make it interesting for, like, kids, I suppose, but it's not as fucking intense as the one over at Typhoon Lagoon.
Where they're trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the Ice Gator wants to ensure the safety of everybody. That's why he employs so many lifeguards.
Yes.
Typhoon Lagoon, that red alligator is trying to murder you. Just like his brother, Ranger Gator. Only he's getting away with it. And we finally get to the final section. This is called Ski Patrol Training Camp, an area for preteen children. It includes a leisure pool that contains icebergs for guests under 12 to walk across. Fahrenheit drops, commonly known as the T-bar, is a rope drop attraction where you can, I guess, swing across or something and drop in the water, maybe? Or maybe it's this thing,
It's like, the one where, yeah, you just swing across.
The monkey bar net thingy.
You just... No, that's not what that is.
I don't know what that is.
That's to let you go across the ice floating things.
A Freezin' Pipe Springs, which is a short little ride to go down. And Cool Runners, a wide open slide with an inner tube where you just kind of go down a snow... What is this? An area created by rapidly melting snow mounds or moguls. Why did the person writing these descriptions feel the need to go this level into detail about what every aspect of this once fake ski course now melted is? Like, every term you could possibly think of is included in these descriptions. But then, there's your favorite part of the place. Aside from those cute snowman statues at the front with the little baby snowman girl. This is Tyke's Peak, a gentle little slide pool area for kids that has Olaf and his little ice men buddies. Also Anna and Elsa.
And Sven.
Oh, yeah, that's
and Sven
right.
And Kristoff.
Yeah, there are, like, no photos of Sven and Kristoff, but they are there. They are hiding behind the snow as little, like, they're little kid versions of them. Nobody ever seems to notice them, seemingly.
Why does no one take a picture of them? I don't know what it is. Like,
because it's like around the back, I guess.
I guess. It's always just that picture of Olaf, which obviously we can all see Olaf. But yeah, no, Anna and Elsa are there, Kristoff and Sven when they were like little kids.
Anna and Elsa have made like or I guess Elsa. Elsa has made like an ice castle little like tower for them to hide on. Are they having like a snowball fight with Sven and
Is that
Kristoff?
what they're doing? Is that why they're behind the ice cap things?
That's the only thing I can figure, because it looks like they're like hiding behind it.
I don't know why they're hiding them. That's so
Because they're having a snowball fight.
They're obviously having a snowball fight with the little snowball creatures.
Oh, I guess they're part of it, yeah. I just figured that was kind of Olaf doing his own thing.
And Olaf's going down.
He's going down?
He has no cover.
Oh, I guess. He's a peaceful protester in this snowball war between...
But it looks really cute for little kids. Like, that's really cute.
Yeah, it's just a big pool area with a couple of short slides and some characters. I bet the main reason why nobody takes a photo of little baby Kristoff and Sven is that no adult wants to go wade through the water to get to the little back section of this kids area with their big camera to take a photo. Because we only saw it in one video that we watched of a walkthrough.
We barely saw it.
You barely see them. Here's the much more interesting aspect, I think, and that's the businesses.
Oh yeah, the food. Like, I don't know if I'd want to eat here.
Oh, absolutely not. It's gonna be Disneyland levels of, like, just cheap, readily made food.
But if you're spending the whole day there, where are you supposed to go?
Can you spend the whole day? I mean, I guess you can, but are you?
You pay your ticket for the whole day.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Why else would it work any different?
I don't know. I've never been to a water park before. I figured you could go... Well, what? you can leave and just go to, like, some other place at Disney World and then come back.
These, if I remember correctly, these aren't near anything, though.
It's right across the street from a McDonald's and a fire station, actually.
Fine, then go to the McDonald's. Not like that food quality would be any better. How is that better?
I don't know. I never said it was. But first of all, there is Avalanche. I love these. Like I said, the dining options and the businesses are my favorite just because they get really clever and fun with the names and the theming and, like, this little, like, Imagineering sort of just set design I always love on all the attractions at Disney. This one's no different. So this is Avalanche, obviously a play on words of avalanche. It's a cartoony-looking sort of ski lodge, toboggan place, where you would probably either have gotten food or rented out, like, skis and whatnot when this place was, whatever. Frostbite Freddy's. It says it's a bar.
That does not look like a bar.
But yeah, I think it means a juice bar. The photo that I have on here showing, it clearly looks like it's like...
Is there nothing on this side?
I think there might be, but it looks kind of like just where they have the cups and stuff. But it says it's a bar, but I don't know if that means alcohol. There's also Lotta Wada Lao. Fuck.
Really?
I messed it up. Lotta Wada Lodge. Obviously, it's supposed to mean there's a lot of water, spelled Lotta Wada, like it's a native indigenous sort of term. This place was the Grand Ski Lodge, providing outdoor covered seating, and it's the main counter service. What is it called? Quick service? Yeah, quick service sort of place where you can get your food and just eat at. It's a shame that I guess they don't let you go upstairs. Like, they don't give you access to this whole fake lodge. Or at least more of it. Like,
oh, really? You can't go eat up there or something?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Nothing that I saw suggested otherwise. It's pretty much just all a fake facade.
That's kind of sad. You built all that just for it to look like a lodge.
Yeah, they built
but no one can use it. Well, you would think they'd be able to use at least the deck.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
not saying you have to go upstairs and make it 2 stories, but at least a deck to use.
I don't think there is.
More tables. That's kind of lame.
Next, we get Polar Pub, listed as a bar. This one actually looks like a bar. This one in this photo, there are clearly, like, liquor bottles, I think, present. So that's neat.
Well, it does say pub. That would be sad.
Oh, yeah, Polar Pub, yeah. It's a little gazebo sort of thing. Again, it's just, like, the bright pink and blues and colors. It's cute. Nice place to get drunk.
It's honestly too small. What does that sit? 4 people?
Yeah, it does sit 4 people. Just in this, based on this photo, there's only 4 chairs available.
I mean, are you allowed to take your drinks all over the park?
I'd imagine so.
Then, okay.
I don't think there's a reason that you wouldn't be able to. It's a water park.
That's not that bad, but that's still so small.
Yeah, it doesn't like it really holds much variety. It looks like there's like some beer taps and...
You can get a beer, that's it.
Oh, disgusting. I'd rather get eaten by Ranger Gator.
I'd rather have light rum and some Dole Whip in it. Just saying.
Does Disney World do Dole Whip?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. You'd think that this place would be all about Dole Whip.
Where's all the Dole Whip?
It might be here, Lena. At Ice Sea Expeditions.
I don't see Dole Whip on their menu.
Because this place offers ice cream, desserts, and refreshments. I
don't see Dole Whip.
I think this is one of my favorite ones. For anybody watching the video, you'll see it. Those listening, it's I-C, the letters, Expeditions. So, cute name to begin with.
Ice.
Oh, yeah, it does spell ice.
You didn't notice that?
No.
It's I-C-E.
Pet Expeditions.
I-C-E-A-E Expeditions.
It's really cute. It's built to look like a giant cartoony, like snowmobile. No, not snowmobile. Snowplow treaded track machine. Almost kind of, it nearly resembles the one that Jeremy Renner got run over by.
Why did you bring that up?
But this place, it has the ice cream, it has the popsicles and everything like that.
It doesn't have Dole Whip.
It might have Dole Whip.
It doesn't
we
have
stole that. Jury's out if it has Dole Whip. Maybe this next place has Dole Whip. I'm just gonna say that for every one of them. The Cooling Hut. I don't think it has Dole Whip.
I don't think that has Dole Whip. It has a pretzel.
This is probably the most pitiful looking place of all these.
You're making me really hungry now. Is that popcorn?
Where? What?
Back.
Oh yeah. Well, it's pretzels. Yeah, they sell, at the Cooling Hut, they offer light snacks and refreshments. They also have beverages with alcohol, I think is what that blurry sign says. Yeah, they sell Bud Light. Hey, look at that, some beer. It's, yeah, like I said, it's the most pitiful looking of all these businesses because it's just that similar sort of lodge gazebo-esque stand, and they tied 3 ice chests from the roof to make their sign.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
somewhat creative, but you can barely read it.
Yeah, and yeah, it doesn't really fit everything else either. This is the most clear example of like the backstory where they ran out of time and snow, and they were like, "Oh my god, we need to put something here." Maybe the next place has Dole Whip, and that is the Warming Hut.
Why on earth would that have Dole Whip?
You don't know. It offers snacks, lunch, and dinner.
Ooh, dinner.
It's also located near the bottom of Downhill Double Dipper. This is another quick service place. I don't know what the Warming Hut means or is supposed to...
Because it's inside.
I guess it...
maybe it's a sauna.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. It kind of looks like it would have been a sauna based on like the roof and the wide plank walls. Good thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, seemingly the Warming Hut was once meant to be a sauna, but then all the snow dissipated, so now it's a... Ew. They turned the sauna into a kitchen?
Well, they never used it before.
You'd hope. Maybe the next place has Dole Whip. Arctic Expeditions, Blizzard Arc. This one, maybe...
snowballs.
They sell
like
snowballs.
Snow cones?
Like shaved ice, I'd imagine.
Snow cones?
Oh, yeah, I guess. This place, yeah, it pretty much just sells shaved ice. It is outfitted to look like another one of those expedition snowplow truck treaded things. I like the other one better, I think. Although I do like the frosted spray around the windows. Hey, maybe this next one might have Dole Whip.
Would you stop that already?
Mini donuts! It's...
What? I don't think I would want donuts at a water park.
Right? How gross is that? It is mini donuts by Joffrey's Coffee at Blizzard Beach.
I don't think I'd want that.
Well, if you don't want donuts at a water park, maybe you would also not want funnel cakes. That's better than a donut? Fried ice? What is fried ice cream?
What is fried ice cream?
What the fuck is fried ice cream?
How do you fry ice cream?
So this is a photo of the what is it called? Funnel Cakes at Disney's Blizzard Beach and Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. It's the full title of this little stand. They sell cotton candy. They sell funnel cakes. What is a funnel cake?
It's like a...
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot. It's like a pastry.
Oh, yeah. Now I can see it. All right, so what the fuck is fried ice cream? Because that's on their menu.
I've heard of fried ice cream before. I just thought people were joking.
I'm going to look it up.
Too late.
Too late. I already got it on here.
I already did.
Ew, what is this? It's a dessert made by coating a frozen scoop of ice cream in batter or breading and then deep frying it. So it's exactly...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, I thought it was that, but, like, is that good? In a weird way, that sounds good. Because it's like the...
I guess, yeah.
Have you ever had, like funnel cake with the ice cream on top?
No.
It's pretty
Well,
good.
you could get it here.
They
you can
do
get a funnel
it-
cake with ice cream. Oh my god, that's $8 plus a $3 for ice cream.
Well, they do it at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Funnel cake? Or
The funnel... No, they're like their dessert nachos.
Ew.
And you put the ice cream on top. And like the nacho part is like funnel cake.
I cannot believe this is the first time I've ever discovered or heard of fried ice cream. I suppose it might be good. I guess it depends on what the batter is.
Yeah, that would depend on the batter and the oil they use.
Yeah, there's just something about reading deep fried ice cream that makes my stomach upset. That just is very off-putting of a concept.
I feel like it could be good if it's done right. It would be like putting, like I said, ice cream on top of a funnel cake, which is really good.
I would hope it is. But who knows?
I do.
Maybe this is their equivalent of Dole Whip. So now we get into the merchandise places. Yeah, these places kind of go downhill. I think they put most of the effort into the restaurants and the food service areas. This is...
What do you buy at a water park?
That's a good point. I guess they have merchandise for Ice Gator.
Unless you're an idiot
and forgot everything.
Forgot literally everything you could bring to a water park.
Like we kept seeing happen at all the stores at Alani.
Oh, yeah.
So first is Snowless Joe's.
Snow Joe's.
It is a rental place where you get lockers and towels and whatnot and complimentary life jackets. This one's cute because it clearly once was called Snow Joe's something rental. I don't know. Ski rental. But obviously that didn't work, so they had to nail a sign over the snow that says Snowless. And then they changed it to locker and towel service by writing it on a life preserver. There's also Beach House. Beach House, which is the main merchandise store, which, this is the one that we watched a video of. It has the merchandise, souvenirs, swimwear, footwear. It has a lot of Stitch stuff. A lot of Stitch. There's so much Stitch merchandise at this fucking place.
Well, they could change that out.
And Beach House, funnily enough, is written into the storyline because it has the outline of where Ice Gator slammed through the wall on his maiden voyage. And there's also the North Pole, which I couldn't find any good photos of, which is it's a jewelry store.
Why would you buy jewelry at a water park?
It's a jewelry store at a water park, which features pearls located in the village across from the changing rooms.
Well, I guess you could find pearls and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That doesn't make sense because it's a ski lodge.
Yeah, I guess. Good point. Going back to the Beach House real quick, on top of all the Stitch, there's also a lot of Billabong merch. They also have pretty cute signs throughout the store of, like, direction signs, such as Bermuda, Burbank, Frost Angeles, San Francisco. Get it?
Yeah.
So, that really brings it to the end. Overall, it's a cute place. I don't think I could spend a whole day here.
I could.
Why? What do you mean?
I could spend the whole day here.
I feel like this one is probably more relaxing than Typhoon Lagoon. Mm-hmm. This one seems to maybe not have the numbers or the popularity of Typhoon Lagoon, and it might not be long for this world. They might shut it down. Is the theories online, but I don't know why they would.
I don't know why they would, yeah.
They just kind of, it seems like like we were talking at the beginning, they kind of just have it back to back between like one open, one close, one open, one close. But Typhoon Lagoon is definitely the more popular of the two. This one I think is more suited for maybe, well, is it more suited for children? Because they got some crazy slides here.
That little kid area, definitely.
Yeah.
Obviously. I don't know, because Typhoon Lagoon's... What does Typhoon Lagoon have, though? Do they have a little kid place?
I don't know. I'm sure they do, but...
Not as themed well as this one.
Yeah.
This one's themed really well for little kids.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's the one aspect that I really enjoyed is the theming of this place. That's why I wanted to talk about it so much. I think it's really cute. It's really nice to see. There's just a lot of fun little, like, witnessing how they switched it from a ski resort.
What would make this place really fun, and Disney has this, so they could do it. So Disney listen and hire me as an Imagineer because I'm awesome. They should actually make it snow on the beach.
Oh, like get a big snow machine?
Well, they have their, what do they call it? Snope?
Snope?
Yeah, they have their fake Snope. Is it Snope?
Oh, is that like their term for it?
That they drop on, yes, they make it snow on Main Street.
Oh.
And it's like soap because it dissolves. So it's Snope.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so I was all like...
That's a good point.
With the fact that this place is like melting, but there was an ice storm, like why is it not snowing on the beach over here?
Maybe they'll do that if they ever do like a big really big like refurbishment,
Honestly?
like big push for it is like, the snow is back!
Yeah. Or if they made it snow like every hour, like that would be so cool.
I don't know, where would they do it at, though?
On the beach.
On the beach?
On the beach.
They'd have to put it in a place to where they can hide the generators for the Snope and also have the things to shoot it out.
Have Elsa just throw out some snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elsa's just throwing snow everywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have... The only character they have is Ice Gator and his unnamed niece in statue form. There's Elsa and Anna as kids and whatnot, but those are just... inanimate statues, which is weird.
Little tykes.
Weird implications there for that frozen in time moment, no pun intended.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised they don't have, like, winter-themed characters walk by. Have Stitch come by in a fucking earmuffs
and
a...
Maybe they do, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing I saw said so.
Well, maybe they don't want all those costumes getting wet, though.
Oh, that's a good point.
Come up and hug. Unless you just straight up couldn't hug them, like it's COVID
yeah, Stitch has a cattle prod that keeps the kids away.
You get a fishing net thing.
A fish.
The fishing scooper, scraper thing. Stay back 6 feet.
But here's something interesting that I did learn for anybody who made it through this episode about this dumb water park at Disney World. Quote from Disney Parks blog, Disney Resort hotel guests arriving in 2025 can enjoy admission to one of our water parks, Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach, on their check-in day, included within their stay.
But only on the check-in day?
Only on the check-in day,
So
yes.
you'd have to make sure you check in early?
I suppose so, yeah.
So you could actually enjoy the water park instead of checking in at 4 p.m. and then...
Going to sleep or something?
Going to the water park for only an hour?
I don't know what the hours are. I feel like I looked them up one time for this place, and then I immediately forgot it.
Well, obviously not. I think they just do it by, like, sundown.
Oh, maybe.
Like, it probably closes when the sun goes down, because why would you risk someone possibly drowning in the water in the dark? Yeah.
That would happen at Ranger Gator's place.
Yeah.
I love this smear campaign I've started against Ranger Gator, a character who never existed at the play. What was it called? Disney's Country Creek or something? But that leads us to the end. If you have visited this place, let us know your thoughts. Leave a review, and I will read it off whenever I get around to it throughout these episodes. But that's not the end of the episode, because now we have to do trivia.
Yay, trivia.
So, previously, I don't know if you'll remember, we did a bunch at a row, and we wound up being tied 3-3.
Yep.
So, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
No, I don't care.
Oh, 'tis the season for trivia, it says. This is on the Disney Play app, the Disney Trivia. This is Christmas-themed trivia, seemingly.
True or false? In addition to the iconic facade, the trees and topiaries at It's a Small World highlights are also covered in lights.
What are all these? We've gotten 2 questions, topiary-based. Wait. The lights are covering the trees?
Yeah.
False.
True.
God damn it.
Why would you think it wouldn't be?
I don't know where the trees are at Hall, whatever it's called.
All around it. You've been there.
It was closed when we went.
Still, it's very obvious there was trees everywhere.
Okay, here we go. Inspired by traditional decorations from the 1920s and 1930s, what type of tree branch is used to decorate windows, shops, and lampposts during the holidays on Buena Vista Street at Disney California Adventure Theme Park? Is it A, holly, B, live oak, C, cedar, or D, Douglas fir? Make sure you read off your answer before you click it, so we know what you choose. Why do you get all these ridiculously...
Douglas fir. What? No.
Nope. Oh, it was a cedar.
How was I supposed to know that?
Cedar tree. Fun fact, in the 1950s and 60s, traditional cedars were brought in to decorate Main Street at Disneyland Park.
How was I supposed to know that?
Those are ridiculous questions. Oh, and then the next one's about Jungle Cruise.
Well, what was it?
I don't know, I closed it. We'll never find out. So... both got it wrong, which sets our tied rank of 3 for 3. And that concludes this episode of I Need Some Disney. If you enjoyed, leave a 5-star review and I'll read out your rating, a review, wherever it is written. You can listen to us anywhere. Follow the link tree in the description below for more links. Check out my YouTube channel for comic-based and video game-related stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to I Need Some Disney. This podcast is in no way affiliated with or endorsed by the Walt Disney Company. All opinions, facts, and fun here are our very own. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and connect with us online. Leave any suggestions for future topics in the comments.